Donald Trump was in the courtroom for about 45 minutes, but he had to wait quite a bit to see the judge. And the proceeding itself really lasted less than half an hour. In that half an hour, of course, the judge, the magistrate overseeing that proceeding, read to him those 4 charges that you mentioned to really present him with what he was being charged with. And then he entered his not guilty plea as expected. And after that, basically, he was released as a free man, free to return to his home of Bedminster, New Jersey. And when he left the courthouse, there were some Trump supporters, some Trump protesters, but nothing like the crowds that we saw in the first 2 arraignments in New York and in Miami. And so he left Washington, D.C. Under the rain, and he stopped for less than a minute on the tarmac at the foot of his plane, talking to reporters. And that's where he told those reporters that this was a sad day for America, and this was the political persecution, the persecution of a political opponent, because this really has been his message all along, that this is really a political attack by a Department of Justice controlled by the Democrats to help Joe Biden in the 2024 election. But one thing has to be noted is that this brief statement that he made on the tarmac was totally different from what we saw after the first arraignment and the second arraignment. With both times, he decided to go back to one of his properties and hold a sort of campaign-like rally, a campaign-like speech in front of his supporters, speaking for 45 minutes or an hour. Instead, this time, it was a quick statement to reporters, and then off he went back to Bedminster, New Jersey, to wrap up this day in the courthouse in Washington, D.C.